The Afghanistan National Institute of Music was founded in 2010 by Dr. Ahmad Nasser Sarmast. He came back to Afghanistan in 2006 to survey the situation of musical practice and activity in post-Taliban Afghanistan. When he came back, he realized that there was musical practice, but not an environment for teaching and training musicians in order to preserve and to revive the really rich traditional cultural heritage of Afghan music. So Dr. Sarmas came back after funding to start the music school, to start an institution that would provide opportunities for disadvantaged children, orphans, street working kids, girls, and to provide them an education that would not only contribute to their broader education, but the healing of the nation, to be able to revive and preserve these rich traditions. And also, I remember him saying to be able to one day have the National Symphony Orchestra of Afghanistan to play the national anthem. ANIM started with just a few students, a small mix of boys and girls. Most of them left within the first weeks because of social conditions. But through the school working together and providing scholarship opportunities, these students came back. And over the course of the years that ANIM has been working together, the school currently has just under 300 students. About 1/3 of those students are females, and 50% are students from disadvantaged situations, such as orphans, street working kids, etc. Yes, yes. The Afghanistan National Institute of Music was started with the full support of the government of Afghanistan. So when it first opened, it was within the Ministry of Education, and that required the institution to also offer classes such as sciences, math, history, geography, religious studies, sports, and at the moment we also teach 3 languages, Pashto, Dari, and English. I personally work in a capacity of being the cello faculty. I'm one of the international faculty. There's a number of us, and we work side by side with the Afghan music faculty. We work together in forming ensembles. We work together in teaching students their individual lessons, teaching the academic classes such as history of music, theory of music, and providing overall opportunities for the students in the musical context of the school. Correct. At the moment, there are about 15 ensembles, active ensembles. These range from traditional Afghan musical styles as well as more full orchestras, which also incorporate the traditional Afghan instruments. Mm-hmm. There's a very beautiful wind ensemble, percussion ensemble, and across all of these ensembles, there's many girls that are represented alongside the boys. The problems that our students face are numerous. They're very diverse. They're very complex problems. Some of them have to do with social issues. Some of them have to do with gender issues. Some of them are direct opposition from family members, from friends. And so we get a group of students with a range of problems. I think one of the things that's so wonderful about ANIM is as soon as they walk through that door, they're part of another family. They're part of this musical family. They have the full support and strength of not only Dr. Sarmas, but the faculty as well as their friends within the Afghanistan National Institute of Music. And so the hours that are spent within the school during the day, it's a full day of school from 8 o'clock till 3 o'clock. This is very uncommon for schools in Afghanistan. A lot of them are shorter term days and don't have enough resources to provide that long-term education opportunity. And so they get to spend a full day within ANIM, within our walls, talking to their friends and feeling supported and moving forward with their education in the best way possible. ANIM's programs, currently, there are 1/3 of our entire student body are females. ANIM has a very strict and very giving dedication to the disadvantaged children and to girls throughout the community. When we have new enrollments come in, we also reserve 50% of our enrollment for incoming girls to encourage them to not only receive training in a musical instrument, but to simply get an education. I think that I've found that some of our students in these positions have settled into their own, have been able to talk with their fellow peers, talk with the boys and girls in their class, and realize that they are capable. That's a very simple word, but also very strong within the context of Kabul, that a young girl might not feel that they're capable of doing something. And at ANIM, everybody is capable. We really encourage them to practice, to be supportive of each other. And one amazing example of that is the female conductor, Negin. Negin originally was from a very rural town called Kunar, and she, like most of the other girls in that village, would have never left home had her father not initially sent her to an orphanage in Kabul. And he sent her there so that she had some opportunity of education, and eventually she found her place at ANIM. Through years of going through our programs, through years of her studies, she's risen to become the first female conductor of Afghanistan. And in turn, it's not only her success of leading the ensemble and traveling, but she's become a role model to other young women within Afghanistan, to other girls who say, I one day can also be in a position like Negin. I can learn like Negin. I can go to school like Negin. And so that has had an amazing ripple effect, an amazing impact on the youth and young women of Afghanistan. We do, yes. There is the only female orchestra, the Zora Orchestra. This is an orchestra that was formed by one girl wanting to play with her friends, and it quickly grew to almost a 30-piece ensemble today. This ensemble also includes members performing on Western classical instruments as well as traditional Afghan instruments, and a lot of the arrangements are also done by females, and so it's a pretty empowering orchestra. They've had the wonderful opportunity to travel very many places throughout the world and present their talents as such.